thankful for everything that's going down for me right now. That's real. Thank you for all this happiness, the success. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Nigga, just straight thankful for everything. You know? Thank you. Thank you.
Out of all the annoying La Media members, who would you say is the absolute worst? I think if I really had to pick, it would probably be Nicholas Wright. We all know their ploy and their tactics and strategy by now. Either they just flat out lie, apply zero context, or they formulate an argument that will only benefit LeBron.
Now, when LeBron was 21, he finished second in league MVP voting. Michael Jordan at that age was getting bounced in the Sweet 16. When LeBron was 22, he was taking Sasha Pavlovich to the NBA Finals. Jordan was getting beaten round one by Sidney Moncrief. Well, when LeBron was in his late 30s, he was averaging 30 a game for a sub-500 team. Jordan was averaging 20 a game. Well, what about the peaks of their career? Well, LeBron had a 10-year stretch where he went to 9 finals, won 4 rings. Jordan, yes, he won 6 in an 8-year stretch. LeBron in those finals beat a top 15 all-time player in Tim Duncan, beat a top 15 all-time player in Steph Curry, beat a top 15 all-time player in Kevin Durant. Jordan in those finals beat one top 20 all-time player in Magic Johnson when Magic Johnson he was still great, but not at the peak of his power. But what about what the help he had? The teammate who played the most games ever with Michael Jordan was Scottie Pippen. The teammate who played the most games ever with LeBron James was Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
It's like a buffet line. Where do you start? A poisonous buffet line. All right, I want to challenge myself, whether you guys believe me or not. I've always wanted to try this. So I'm not going to Google, I'm not going to do anything.
Just a freestyle.
Okay.
I'm just going to think it up as I go.
Freestyle. Well, let me sit back. Go ahead, Marshall.
Okay.
All right, Nick, right? So you start off at 21 years old and you have the audacity to mention Michael Jordan getting bounced in the Sweet 16. Why would you even bring that up? That's a very interesting age to start. Why not start at 18 or 19? Maybe because LeBron didn't make the playoffs his first 2 years? Or because Michael Jordan hit a game-winning shot for the national championship?
When LeBron was 22, he was taking Sasha Pavlovich to the NBA Finals.
Oh my God. Yeah, Larry Hughes and Big Z were there as well. You know, they helped, which my video versus Doc Ock Jr. showed.
Yeah, y'all go watch that. Y'all go watch that.
I'll just sum it up to LeBron got carried about as much as he carried.
Gibson for 3. That's 5 from downtown and a career high of 27 points for Daniel Gibson. Oh, it's all going in for Daniel Gibson.
We've seen floaters, teardrops, free throws, threes.
If I told you LeBron would shoot 3 for 11 and the Cavaliers would still win by 16, you would have told me I was crazy.
I don't care if he's 22 years old. I'm so tired of hearing that. Like, oh, he was so young. Okay. Should we judge him only in people's primes? Like his perfect window of like 24 through 31. Like, is that the only thing that counts in someone's career? Anyways, I need to really take a break from LeBron videos. They mess with your brain.
This is not good. Worlds are colliding. George is getting upset.
Anyways, really, Sasha Pavlovich, that's his only teammate? I hate this dude, bro. So then I don't know who edited this, but then it goes all the way to when LeBron was in his late 30s. Wait, hold on, I'm skipping. I forgot about the Bucks.
Jordan was getting beaten round one by Sidney Moncrief.
You say that like Moncrief is like a bad player. He's a Hall of Famer. Like, highly revered or regarded as one of the best perimeter defenders. Really? You know, he's like an actual Hall of Famer. And they had Terry Cummings in his prime before either all or most of his injuries. Fun fact, the only man to outscore Michael Jordan in a playoff series. Terry Cummings is the only man to do it. I highly suggest you look him up if you get the time. One of my favorite b-ball channels, I believe, is Hidden Player Profiles, I believe. I'll have to look it up. I love that dude's videos, man. They're like mini documentaries. Yeah, Terry Cummings was nice as hell, and he literally only scored one more point than Michael Jordan that series. It's crazy. Anyways, what else we got? So, I don't really like talking about the Wizards because it gets me annoyed. Again, you're applying no context. You're comparing LeBron in the inflation era versus Michael Jordan in literally the dead ball era. Like, come on. That's quite disingenuous, but I guess that's minor for all the BS here. All right, I'm just going to cut to my least favorite part. This man named Tim Duncan, Steph, Durant as great competitors. Cool. They are top 15 in most people's eyes. Then this guy calls Magic Johnson top 20 all time? What? Who the hell has ever referred to Magic Johnson as top 20? Really? Like, do I really need to explain how insanely absurd that is? He himself has Magic Johnson top 5. And Charles Barkley and Mailman in the top 20. Now, to be fair, this is his top 50 of the past 50 years, so it's not all time, but if they're in the top 20 for 50 years, I feel like that's close enough or debatable. But Magic Johnson has been top 5 on like all of his rankings.
Number 18, Charles Barkley.
So Barkley had 5 times was first team All-NBA, 5 times second team All-NBA, 1 time third team All-NBA. When it comes to MVPs, he was a 1-time MVP and 8 times he finished in the top 6. So that's why Charles Barkley is where he is, 18th on the list.
Number 17, Karl Malone.
So the Mailman, 11-time first team All-NBA. That is tied for the second most ever. 2-time second team, 1-time third team.
Which gives him the tied for the 5th most All-NBA teams ever. He's a 2-time MVP with 9 years top 5 MVP finisher. 9 years. He was a top 5 MVP finisher. He is now the 3rd all-time leading scorer. He's the 7th all-time leading rebounder. He has the 2nd most minutes of all time.
He has a career average of 25 and 10. The resume is unimpeachable. That's how he becomes the 17th greatest player of the last 50 years, Karl Malone.
Number 4, Magic Johnson.
Spot. And in this era where you don't have to defend dominant centers, could be the ultimate small ball cheat code. The only question about Magic is, if not for HIV, would he be considered the GOAT? Frustrating to me when I heard people arguing, is Steph the greatest point guard ever? No. The conversation of greatest point guard ever starts at number 2 because Magic Johnson transcended the rankings. He is without question the greatest point guard of all time. He is the 4th greatest player of the last 50 years. And if we did all time, would he still be the 4th greatest player? Would I have him ahead of Wilton Russell? I would. He's the 4th greatest player of the last 50 years. Also the 4th greatest player ever, Earvin Magic Johnson.
Get this lame away from me.
They can't just make a straight, normal debate. I think Gilbert Arenas is probably the best at. Nick Wright is close, but they're both really good at like twisting the situation.
Well, what about what the help he had? The teammate who played the most games ever with Michael Jordan was Scottie Pippen. The teammate who played the most games ever with LeBron James was Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
Teammate they had the longest? That's insanely ridiculous and very annoying.
Fuck it, just keep it real.
Russell Westbrook, Luka, Kyrie, and Dwayne Wade. If you just forget everybody and just think of that, Yes, you could say, well, it's over 23 years and they weren't there for the first 7. So what?
So?
No offense. We're talking about Bill Cartwright, Bill Wennington, and Lucas Longley. Yeah, and Horace Grant, and Dave Corzine. Okay, I gotta name them all. Like, that's one thing about Michael Jordan's career that it makes me really intrigued. Especially from a dynamic of a 2-guard to like a big man. Horace Grant was pretty damn good. Is he as good as Bosh?
Davis from New Orleans.
Kevin Love? Are they even as good as DeAndre Ayton? I think we get the point here.
I think we got it.
I don't think this is what you LeBron fans understand. Like a random YouTube argument or that dude at the damn bus stop, who cares? You know what I mean? We're not getting paid for this. These guys get paid a lot of money to disrespect anybody to exonerate their king. For Nick Wright to just come out of nowhere and be like one of the faces of NBA media when his main shtick is hating Michael Jordan at all costs and kneeling for LeBron? Man, this is weird, bro. Anyways, last clip and I'm out.
It's funny what you do pick up, though.
Jordan was getting beaten round 1 by Sidney Moncrief. Which brings us to a guy that the whole world has ranked too low.
Number 44, Sidney Moncrief.
So Sidney Moncrief is 4-time All-NBA second team, 1-time All-NBA first team. And nobody knows this, but now you do. In the 1980s, what 2 teams had the best records? You'd probably know that. You're like, the Lakers and the Celtics? Correct. What team had the 3rd best record of the 80s? The Milwaukee Bucks. So Sidney Moncrief, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, while averaging 21 points per game in his prime. So this guy's giving you 20 points per game on better than 50% shooting. He's 6'4", and he's winning multiple Defensive Player of the Years. So I don't know how Sidney Moncrief, he averaged 21 a game for the prime of your career, and you win Defensive Player of the Year, and you beat Bird in a playoff series once, and you beat Michael in a playoff series once, and you beat Dr. J and Charles Barkley in a playoff series once, and you're on a team in the 80s that's relevant every single year, and yet you're not making the top 75 list. It's just criminal. 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. I think he was the 2nd most egregious omission of the top 75 list the NBA just released.